I've been getting a lot more hate lately, which I feel like is a good sign. I think that it's good to be polarizing, and if you're not polarizing, then you're probably not being authentic. Personally, I really am drawn to people who are very authentic and just like truly themselves, even if it's sort of controversial or like questionable or they seem a little bit crazy. And I've definitely just embraced the fact that I know my belief systems are unconventional. The way I view the world is unconventional. I really don't want to offend or hurt people ever, but you know, I have this belief that you can heal every mental illness, and for some reason that's very offensive to people sometimes. I think part of it is that people identify with their illnesses and they're not ready to let go of that version of them, which is totally understandable. It's hard to heal. It's a hard process. Sometimes it's rough. Like even just last week, I was experiencing such negative emotions that I was like, I don't know if I could recommend this spiritual awakening healing shit anymore. Like this is so brutal. But I think you don't really have a choice. It's like, you know that it's what you want and what you need, and you're just gonna do it regardless if it's what's meant for you. Like I was just like in such a negative emotional state that I was like, I don't know if like feeling all your emotions is worth it. Like this is so difficult. I don't know if I can recommend this to people anymore. And obviously that's just how I felt like in that one little moment. And the reality is that if I didn't heal and go on this journey, I would be suffering way more, and I would just always be in the bad mental state that I used to be in, of being depressed and anxious. And so it's worth it to like be present with your emotions and have some really low lows in order to just clear that energy out of your system and to have a way better life experience. Like the majority of the time, I love being in my mind and I'm so happy and I feel amazing and I can't believe that life can be this good, and it feels so worth it because all that really exists is the present moment. I saw this thing recently that was like, we're only ever experiencing the present moment, but we're experiencing the present moment in like a million different ways, like from a million different perspectives. So it's like you can be reflecting on your past and that could make you sad or that could make you happy, or depending on what memory you're having or what way you're viewing it and reframing it. Or you could be thinking about your future and have that make you sad or happy. Or you can be present and focusing on what's in front of you and the sunlight on your skin and the grass on your feet. And all of these are things that happen in the present moment. And all that ever exists is the present moment. So that's why I kind of encourage delusion, because, and I don't even think it's delusion because, you know, I'm so spiritual. I have like certain beliefs. I think our beliefs and our perspective shapes reality and like literally bends reality, and low-key science backs it up if you look into like quantum physics. That's why I encourage delusion, because your experience of reality is mainly just your perception of reality, and you have complete control over your perception of reality. And I just love being happy. I love feeling good. So why not choose the perspective that makes you feel good? Like I have this belief that everything is gonna work out for me, and I got sick so that I can be successful and self-employed and live my dream life and help so many people and live a really comfortable life and have freedom and give money to people, give money to my family, and just have a positive impact on the world. And that's what I choose to believe. And even if I'm wrong, like even if it never comes to fruition, even though I'm already like helping a few people, you know, but even if it never comes to fruition, it has brought so much joy into my life to have that perspective. So I already won. Like I already won by being delusional because I'm creating positive emotions in the present moment. And so it really doesn't even matter if physical reality catches up, because you're already feeling good. And that's all you wanted anyway, isn't it? Like, don't we just want to feel good and be free? And you can literally give that to yourself in this moment. If you're not happy in this moment, or if you're not happy in any moment, find the thing that you can do in that moment that makes you feel happy. Like, why are you watching the news if it makes you feel sad and fearful? Why are you doing that to yourself? Or why are you scrolling on social media if it makes you feel insecure about yourself and wish that you had things that you don't have, or wish that you were living the life that someone else is living? I feel like sometimes we're just not conscious of the fact that you have so much control over your life and over what you're feeling and experiencing. And observe the habits and the activities in your life that make you feel bad and stop doing them. It's really that simple. But yeah, sometimes I'll find myself even like consuming content, and it's just because I want to know what they're gonna say, or like I want to learn something new, or I'm curious about the ending. And if I catch myself and I'm like, well, I'm not actually enjoying this, then I'm like, this isn't what I'm meant to be doing, and whatever information I'm gonna get from this is really not even worth it. So I really stopped watching things like that. I think if you're really meant to be doing something and it's really gonna benefit you, then you would feel happy and inspired and content and fulfilled while you're doing it. Now, this does get kind of complicated because there are definitely times where you'll have to force yourself to do things that you're not comfortable with because you want to step into a new version of yourself. And you'll have to force yourself to face fears. You'll have to force yourself to make difficult decisions. I think if you're consuming content or if you're like hanging out with people, that should make you feel good. It shouldn't make you feel fearful or have negative feelings. But sometimes taking action to be the new version of you is gonna make you uncomfortable or make you have to face fears. And so that's the distinction. But I think that if you're consuming media, it shouldn't make you feel fearful or negative. Stop consuming it if it is. Obviously, you can't always do what makes you feel pleasure, what makes you feel the best, if that's like doing a drug and you're trying to quit, you know? But if that's the case, instead of wallowing in missing the thing that you can no longer have, find the thing in the present moment that brings you fulfillment and that brings you happiness. For me, something that always helps me is like being in nature, sunlight, fresh air. It just always makes me feel so good, and it just feels like a hug from the universe when I'm outside. And I just feel like so like loved and protected by the universe, and I'm like, there's this like beautiful sky and sunlight and nature and all these little bugs, and it's so beautiful that we live in this world, and I just like feel so connected to it. It always helps me too if I'm ever feeling like lonely. Nature just makes me feel so loved and not alone. But that's because that's like the meaning I assign to it. I choose to just be present in that moment and realize how beautiful nature is and how good it feels. But I'm sure there's people who go outside and they just don't feel that way and they don't think anything of it. Sorry, this video is all over the place. I literally just started like filming and rambling. And I have so many like good structured video ideas that I want to make, but I don't know, I have too many ideas, and sometimes it really overwhelms me because I literally have lists of like hundreds of ideas. I can never keep up. Every week I have so many ideas. And I don't really know how I choose which ones I end up making. I kind of just make whatever I feel like making that day. And I feel like they're not usually the best ideas that I have. But maybe it's just like practice till I get better at speaking and things like that. But I just get really overwhelmed sometimes. I'm like, I wish I could bring all of my ideas into fruition. But that's really a mindset I'm working on. It's great that I have so many ideas and that I have so much I want to say, and that I know I have this endless stream of ideas and things that I can create. And it's fun to create, and I shouldn't feel stressed that I haven't brought them into reality yet. I'm trying to trust that everything happens in divine timing. But then at the same time, you do have to take action. You do have to bring things into reality and take control of your life. But I started this video talking about how being cringe is a good thing or being polarizing is a good thing. I'm getting hate lately, and I feel like being cringe is like such a good thing. Being polarizing is a good thing because it means that you're being authentic and that you're actually gonna attract the right people into your life and repel the people who are not meant for you. And to our ego mind, our survival mind, being disliked, being rejected feels really unsafe, obviously. And so you just have to learn over time that you're safe. You will still have all your basic needs met. You'll still have a place to live. You'll still have food to eat, even if people dislike you and hate you. I think that authenticity is protection because you're going to repel the people who are not meant to be in your life. You're going to repel the people who don't resonate with you and who judge you for showing up the way that you want to show up. And these people who are commenting negative things about my body, negative things about my voice, negative things about my mind and my beliefs, and telling me that I'm crazy and all this, are not people I want to be friends with anyway. They're not people that I want in my life anyway. I'm actually happy to repel them and to not have them in my life. And so why would I care what a stranger thinks of me that I don't want in my life? And then if I want to go even deeper into it, it's like they're insulting me because they would judge themselves if they were the way that I am, and they reject those parts of themselves. And so really they're just more insecure than me. They're more unhealed. They're more unhappy with their lives. I would never ever comment a mean thing on anyone's anything. Like that's like a type of person who would leave a mean comment is so far removed from who I am. and the type of people that are in my life. Like, that's just someone with a lot of negativity inside of them that they don't know how to transmute in a healthy way.